Hello, beautiful people. It's me, Althea, your magical minister 777 here on YouTube. And it's been a minute since I have just focused on my YouTube subscribers and been a voice for just you. So this one is just for you first, okay? It's probably going to be too long to put on a TikTok anyway, and I could share it on my Facebook. But this one is for us here on YouTube. How are you doing? Well, I wanted to share something with you. You know, I'm always thinking, always in my head. I'm not necessarily in hibernation mode, but at this time it is really imperative that I keep a lot of things to myself and personal things. Then I think about, you know, my role and knowing who I am, somewhat of an oracle at times. And I recall the ascended master Jesus's words in that Bible. It says, you know, freely I have received, so freely I give. And you know, the downloads that I get that are beneficial not just to myself but to the collective, I kind of feel compelled to, you know, deliver that as prompted, right? So today I was just thinking, I'm driving home from work. I'm finally getting a little time off, and I drive this road all the time up here from like North Philly down to Delaware where I live. Whew, maybe that was TMI, but we'll be okay. Anywho, so you know, I'm driving this route all the time, and the topic of this conversation is, are you able to hear spirit really intuitively? Like pick up a message, pick up a sign clearly? At this stage, I'm finding that of course, yes, I hear spirit, but I'm talking about crystal classic clarity in communication. I'm talking about taking the guesswork, and I don't have to Google this, and yeah, you know exactly what we're trying to communicate to you because you've been tuned in, kind of talking to you, spirit, right? And so, and these things we need to learn how to apply to just everyday things, you know, because all is mind and everything is connected to our destiny and our spiritual purpose and reason for being here. You know, separate the two, but sometimes we just think so high-minded, and we think that everything that is spiritual is, you know, has this sense of not having any application to this earth realm and the things that we do every day as a third dimensional part of ourselves, right? And so in dating, for instance, I was getting to know people here and there, and I'm really on some what energy are we dealing with here? Because I'm not playing, right? We ain't playing with negative energy, low vibers, succubus energies, people that will freaking just drain you. Number one, those energy vampires, right? So how do you know until it's too late that your energy has been freaking depleted? That was the old way of being out there. It would be the after the fact. Oh yeah, I should have known that all along. Well, spirit is giving me are you going to still do things that way, or are you going to tap into that intuition first and then proceed? So now it's spirit first and then we proceed. So I meet this person for the first time, and I had listened to one of my most adored readers here on YouTube, 303 High Priestess. Love her to absolute pieces. Anywho, on this day, she had sent a message for the Virgo, and when I tell you, she had laid out this visit that I was going to have with this person to the T before I had even met him. As I was en route to meet this person, this new prospective friend, she had laid it out look, you better look behind the veil. This person is hiding shit from you. You know, this person is not to be trusted. You got to deal carefully. They were on your path for lessons, but, you know, gave me the warning, back up, Virgo. Watch yourself with this one. Well, sure. And I was listening on my way to go pick this nigga up. Excuse my language. On my way to go pick him up. I might have to edit that out. I don't know. So I'm going to pick this dude up. He ain't driving. And I get there and I'm like, yo, I know I can feel something, and I know that there's some obscurity. There is something behind the veil. I already knew that before the reading. I could just feel it. But when she did the reading, I was like, oh, wow, yeah, okay, I'm going to pay attention. So immediately upon arriving, picking this person up, you know, the energy was confirmed. Like, there's some bullshit up in here, all right? But, you know, I'm not critical, judgmental, but Spirit is like, oh, you're not? Okay, we're going to see what you're going to do with this. So prior to picking him up, maybe an hour, I had pretty much put about a half a tank of gas in my car in Pennsylvania, where it's priced higher than in Delaware. So I just filled half tank, the tank to Delaware, and, you know, get down there or whatever, because I was coming right back. And so I picked this person up in Pennsylvania, and we make it down to Delaware. I take care of some business really quickly, and I head back to Pennsylvania. Listen, child, I couldn't get out of Delaware good before my gas tank was like, ding, 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 empty. But I say that because immediately, it wasn't like I was like, oh man, I'm out of gas. No, baby, no. My spirit was like, what? Soon as my gas tank went off, and I was like, I don't have no gas. I looked at this brother, I was like, oh no, you are energy drain. So he's like, and you know, he claimed to be, you know, aware, awake, and you know, he's got a lot of piecemealing going on. Anywho, he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, listen, I just filled my tank up halfway. I do this route often. There's no way that I should be out of gas. Absolutely no way. Not on no ding, ding, ding. You can't even make another move. We just went up and down this highway. I do this too much. This is a phenomena. Watch the phenomena that happen in your life. Are you paying attention? You know, when something bizarre happens, something odd happens, is it Spirit telling you to pay closer attention to the energy in which you're dealing with? You know, so this person, you know, that very first encounter, and the conversation was light at the time, and it wasn't indicative that he was an energy vampire. But that thing right there, I was like, wait a minute, this is going to cost me. This is going to cost me energy that I'm not ready to spend on this stuff right here. And so, you know, that was the alert. And when you say red flags, like, that was all the red flag I needed. And I paid attention, and I listened to myself, and I knew I knew it to be. And, you know, subsequently down the road, later, maybe a week or so later, 2 weeks later, you know, another phenomena involving energy. I speaking to this person, getting ready to attempt a second visit at another later time, and it wasn't happening. I go out to my car at one point, and we're just on the phone talking, and I know my energy is feeling like there's a conflict here. There's something going on. I go to start my car. I can't start my car. Battery's dead. Did I say energy? Yeah, I said energy. Battery's dead. With or without good reason, it's a sign, right? So I say, okay, well, I get my car, you know, jumped, called AAA, whatever, and the battery is fine, you know, running, no problem. So for the next day, I wanted to go visit with this person again, real quick. I go out to my car, battery's dead. All right, okay. Energy. This is it, Althea. This is the one that, yeah. So I have since, you know, had to take that sword and do that cord cutting, you know, in the spirit first, as above, so below, and be clear that that's no attachments here, no attachments. But most importantly, I was very, you know, not fascinated, but I was very in tune with how spirit was speaking through phenomena, through the act of phenomena. tapped in, Spirit is speaking. You're connected. I know for myself, I am so fortunate and blessed to have the ear of the divine, and I have an ear for the divine. So on that note, I will leave it there, because it's about having an ear for the divine as much as it's about having the ear of the divine. Because if you don't have an ear that can hear, it would all be for naught. So pay attention to the phenomena. Pay attention to the synchronicities and the signs and symbols that is the divine guidance, beloved. You be blessed and you have a great day. Enjoy this week.